Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398 262186.
Okay. No.
Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398 262186. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398 262186. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యం. అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398 262186. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398 262186.
So today we will discuss all the climatic regions. So the futures of climatic regions, but it is very important that everyone have to make note of it, right? So first one is this will be the last class for climatology. For climatology, this will be the last class, or tomorrow one class it may extend. So if we couldn't able to complete today, then we can keep tomorrow also, right? So I hope that you had understand the little concepts of climatology. So what are all the things we had seen in climatology? The first one is what is weather and climate, because once we can go for a revision. Climate, weather, and then atmospheric layers, atmospheric gases, atmospheric layers, and then heat budget. So heat budget we have seen. So how much sunlight is coming and how much sunlight is reflecting, absorbing, right? So radiating. So these types of and all we had seen, and then we had seen humidity. In humidity, like rainfall, right? The types of rainfall. So there are nearly 5 types of rainfall we had seen: cyclonic rainfall, orographic rainfall, convectional rainfall, frontal rainfall, and artificial rainfall. In pressure, we had seen that pressure belts. So you have seen the pressure belt. What are all the type of pressure? In which area the pressure will be high, in which area the pressure will be low, and how it is measured. So these types of things and all we had seen. And also in cyclones, in different types of cyclones we had seen, and different types of names of the cyclones, right? And cyclones and mountain breeze, valley breeze, right? These are all comes in atmospheric pressure and humidity. And finally, we are coming to the world climatic regions. So in world climatic regions, so the same only. So in equatorial climate, so how the climate will be, how the economy will be there, and how the natural forest, natural resource will be there. So these types and all we will see, because it will be applicable to world region as well as India. If you study the world, and you can apply it for India also. In India, which region and all tropical evergreen forest is there, how it is located, right? So you can apply very easily, because mostly this climatology topic is concepts only. It's a very conceptual topic. And if you see other areas, it is like even geomorphology say also concepts, right? And the rest of the things and all full of data, facts. So Indian geography is full of facts only, and human geography, economic geography is full of facts only, that easily we can do. Even if I did not teach also, you can study it 1 or 2 times. If you study, you will understand very easily. But once if you come to the class means, so you get that some exposure, right? So in world climatic regions, so we shall move to the class. In world climatic regions, yesterday we had seen how many types of climates, how many types of climatic regions in the world? I'm asking you, how many types we had seen? How many types of climates we had seen? Climatic regions. Equator region 1, and monsoon type 2, and Sudan type 3, hot desert 4, China type 5, steppe 6, Mediterranean 7, Laurentian 8, Siberian or taiga type 9, and the British type 10, polar, so 11 types. So sometimes they used to ask how many types means, you have to keep in the mind there are 11 types. So 11 types, so these are very important types. In India, can you, if I ask you the question, in India, can you point out the Sudan type of climate, where Sudan type of climate is? So after discussing the topic, you will be knowing. So where is Sudan type of climate in India, right? So if I ask Guntur, which type of climate in climatic regions is Guntur is located? Guntur, right? Guntur is hot region or cold region? Hot region. It's a near about Guntur is a semi-arid region, right? So nearly, totally we call it India as a tropical country. So Guntur also receives monsoon, right? So if you go after Guntur, you know that here in India, in this part, so in the middle part and all, so you will find that semi-desert region. Semi-desert means it won't be, that desert means loose soil, so it won't be having loose soil. So some wastelands will be there, or like small trees will be there, or grasses will be there, but it will be totally dried region. These region and all dried region. So any dry region we call it as a semi desert region, right? So now we are moving to equatorial climate. So equator climate. So do anyone have atlas? Did you brought that atlas? So madam, how long you are preparing? 6 months. 6 months, no? 6 months you are coming to the class, right? So already geography classes is done for you or not? Done. So you didn't buy the atlas, because atlas is very very important. Without atlas, so we cannot keep the places in the mind. So regularly we have to see the atlas, right? So as soon as possible you get the atlas soon, right? So first one is this, we are going to see equatorial climate. This equatorial climate lies between 0 to 10 degree both in northern hemisphere and also in the southern hemisphere. So here there is no influence of trade winds. So you just write equatorial region because it is not in NCERT book, right? So once you see the note, automatically you will get remembered. That's why I am dictating everything. So equatorial region, basically, here there are two places. One is called Cameroon Highlands. So Cameroon Highlands and Malaysia. Cameroon in equator region, normally all the places will receive the same temperature only. But the Cameroon Highlands and Malaysia are cooler than other areas. Why? Because these Malaysia and Cameroon Highlands are located in the highlands, elevated area. So already we had seen for every 165 meter we go higher and higher. Generally 1 degree temperature will get reduced. So Cameroon and Malaysia, because these types of questions they asked. So in equator region, because normally everyone knows in equator region receives equal temperature. There will be uniformity in temperature, but these two places is exceptions, right? And the countries equator, the equator line, the countries in what are all the countries the equator is running. That's why we need atlas. If you see the atlas in Asia, in Asian continent, in how many countries the line 0 degree is passing, right? Only in Indonesia. So only in Indonesia the line equator is passing. And if you take Africa, so if you take Africa means in Africa that countries like Kenya, and then so I will show you. In Africa, the countries like Somalia, so Somalia, Kenya, Uganda, Democratic Republic Congo, right? Democratic Republic Congo, Gabon. That's why I marked in Atlas itself. Right. So equator line I used to highlight so that whenever we see it, so it will come to the mind. So equator, see here, tropic of cancer passing through which of the countries, because every year there will be a question, frequent question, these are and all. Either they will ask tropic of cancer or equator or tropic of capricorn, in which country it is passing, or which country they give four options, and in which country it is not passing, right? So you have to be very clear. That's why every time I'm saying to get the atlas. So if we are not getting atlas means, then we will automatically we will forget, right? And in South America, if you see in South America, so what are all the countries equator is passing? Like in South America, like Brazil, equator, there is a country called equator. So this is the South America. So I also marked right here in South America country, in which are all the countries equator, the line equator is passing, because tropic of cancer is not passing in South America, only tropic of capricorn and equator, the line equator is passing. So Brazil, Colombia, equator, in three countries equator is passing, right? So the climate is uniformity, and if you see the mean temperature, monthly temperature, the highest is 27 degree and the lowest is 24 degree. It will vary only 3 degree. But the temperature range will be 2 to 3 degrees only. This is the question. The temperature in equator region, in which region the temperature range will be higher? So earlier they used to ask, they used to give the graph. In that graph we have to point it out. So in which region the temperature range will be higher? Range means diurnal range, and sometimes they used to ask annual range, sometimes they used to ask diurnal means daily range, right? So daily range means in which region, which climatic zone the region will receive more the temperature range. Where will be the temperature range will be more? Can anyone tell? Highest and lowest. Right. Yesterday we had seen so lot of climatic zones. So in that lot of climatic zones, in which zone the range will be higher? The temperature range will be higher. Huh? Lower means this region, this part. Whether this part, this part, this part, this part, or which part the temperature range will be higher in equator. Just now I tell in equator the temperature range is only 2 degrees. Maximum daily temperature will be, if maximum is 27 degree, minimum will be 25 degree or 24 degree. 2 to 3 degree it varies in equator region, right? So and there is no winter in equator region. In equator region, there is no winter means there is no seasons here. So which climatic zone has no seasons? So they will ask the question like that. Or in which climatic region which winter will never they which never experiences winter? Because here every time we can find hot zone. Sunlight will be there. So yeah, 24 daily in 365 days it will be raining, right? Till 2 o'clock it will be, you will find the sunlight, and after that then cloud will form, then it will start raining in the evening. So in the equator regions, right? So the diurnal and annual range is very small in equator region. And the precipitation means rainfall. So rainfall in this region will be more than 150 centimeters, more than 150, and it will extend up to 250 to 300 centimeters also. The highest rainfall precipitation may extend up to 300 centimeters, right? When it goes above 200 means definitely in that region the forest will be evergreen forest. When water is more, automatically forest will be more, right? So water is less, forest will be very less. And then natural vegetation. If you see the natural vegetation, so next topic is in equator region natural vegetation. In natural vegetation, it support all types of vegetation, plants, trees, and all, because you cannot find the homogeneous trees in equatorial region. Equatorial region means you will find a very thick forest. So it is very difficult to clear that forest. All type of forest, like it will form like a canopy, right? Even sunlight will not reach the surface, so that it is difficult to harness that forest. That's why that equatorial forest like Congo forest in Africa, and Amazon forest in South America, Brazil, these forests and all, it is very difficult to clear that forest. Otherwise, what they would have done? They would have cleared all the forest. They would have built up a restaurant, right? So in our place means immediately they will put flats and they will sell, right? So in these forests are very difficult to clear. So you can find the Amazon forest. In Amazon forest, there is a place called Silva. There is a forest known as Silvas. That is very important. SELVAS, Silvas. Amazon tropical rainforest is called Silvas. SELVAS, Silvas. And you can find that tree species like ebony, 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 mahogany. These two are very important things. Regularly they are asking. Ebony, mahogany, green heart, GREEN, green, HEART, green heart, cabinet woods, cabinet woods, CABINET, cabinet woods, and dry woods. So these are all the vegetation, evergreen trees in equatorial region. And and if you see their economy, so now we have seen vegetation means only two lines, right? Now what are all the vegetation we have seen? So equatorial region have thick vegetation, that it has a tropical rainforest. The rainforest name is selvas, and the equatorial forest trees name ebony, mahogany, right? These are all the important trees, cabinet hoods, along important trees. And next we are coming to their economy. In equatorial region, there are generally sparsely populated. Equatorial region is not thickly populated. So it is sparsely populated because in that region, because of forest, you cannot the residential places and all. It will not be closer. Sparsely means here one house will be there, there one house will be there, right? So the forest mostly here primitive peoples will be there. So hunters and collectors, honey collectors, primitive peoples will be there. So they used to do shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation means in forest, even in India, there is a shifting cultivation. Because these shifting cultivations are all done by tribals in India. So they will clear one patch of the land in forest, in mountains. They will clear the forest for 1 acre or 2 acre. They will do agriculture for 1 or 2 years, and when the soil fertility, it will lose the fertility automatically. If for 2 or 3 years, if they do the agriculture, generally the soil lose the fertility. If the soil lose the fertility, then they will abandon the place and they will go to other place. They will clear other place and they will do the agriculture there. Like that, they will be shifting their agriculture. So it is called shifting agriculture, right? So and actually these see actually this equatorial region, so these are all the equatorial region because it is given in the book itself, right? So once if we see in the map, so you will get that clear understanding in that Gocheng Liang book. So this map is given very clearly. So this is equatorial region. So in Asia, this is in Asian continent. So this is forest, equatorial rainforest. So in this region and this region, in because I cannot able to draw, so that's why because there are more than 10 11 pictures are there. So it's every time difficult to draw, means it will take more time. That's why I'm showing it. Whether if you want to draw means, then I can also draw. So this is Asia. So equatorial region means, so this region is equatorial region. So this part, and this full part, this region is called equator region, right? I hope that you will be getting good clarity in the map, right? If I draw, then you will forget even which you remembered, you have memorized, because this topic is little like a data topic only, right? So and in economy, their important cultivation is rubber cultivation and cocoa, natural rubber and cocoa. And important tribes in equatorial region. Important tribes in equatorial region is Indian tribes. So a tribe named Indian tribes in Amazon forest. In Amazon forest, there is a tribe called Indian tribes. And in Congo Basin, Congo means in Africa, in Congo Basin, tribes called Pygmies, Pygimes, Pygmies. And in Malaysia, tribes called Orang Asli, Orang, Orang, Asli, Asli, Orang Asli in Malaysia. These three tribes are primitive tribes in equator region, right? These are all world tribes. We will study the world tribes also. While studying India, we will study Indian tribes also, right? And next we are going to tropical monsoon region. Now equatorial region is completed. So now anyone can study, recall what is equatorial region, what are all the things we had seen in the equatorial region. Equatorial region means 0 to 10 degree north and south, and then what? temperature ranges is very small there. So 27 to 25 degree, right? Because only 2 degree it varies, right? And the coolest place in equatorial region. What are all the coolest places? Actually, normally equatorial region receives homogeneous temperature, but only these two regions, Cameroon and Malaysia, receives cooler temperatures, right? Because of elevation, right? And what are all the vegetation in the equatorial region? What are all the vegetation? The vegetation name is called equatorial forest name is called selvas. See, if we take equatorial means these are all the 4 or 5 points you should keep in the mind. That's why I'm going slowly and I'm asking you. You should not forget. So selvas is the equatorial rainforest. And can you tell me the tribes of equatorial region? So Indian tribes, Orang Asli, Pygmies, right? And if we ask trees, equatorial region trees means ebony, mahogany. You keep these two trees in the mind because they will ask the true only, these two only. Even in Indian context also they used to ask because which is the tropical they will give trees two three trees or which tree grows in deciduous forest, which tree grows in deciduous forest, they will give the options, right? One is ebony, mahogany, sandalwood, right? Sandalwood and cabinet wood. So which tree grows in deciduous forest? I've given four options. So we already know that ebony is from equatorial rainforest, tropical rainforest. Mahogany is from equatorial rainforest, and cabinet woods from equatorial rainforest. So generally, see sandalwood. If we know whether it is come or it doesn't come, but we should know which will not come, right? So that ruling out the methodology. Definitely, ebony will be only in evergreen forest. If you take, I think one recent, not recent, earlier when you people were in smaller age, you would have known about that Veerappan, one sandalwood smuggler. So in most of the movies and all, they used to take, right? For example, in Andhra, we can take it that red sandal. Here, what in Andhra there is a tree called in that Pushpa movie also. What? Red sandalwood. So it is a very very unique tree, right? So one time UPSC they asked the question. So when that issue has happened, so whether this tree grows in which type of forest, whether deciduous forest, whether evergreen forest, whether semi-deciduous forest, or like a thorny forest, they used to ask the question because this tree only available in that Andhra Pradesh, right? The which mountain it will grows? Nallamalai, I think, no? Nallamalai, in Nallamalai that region. Nallamalai is Andhra Pradesh, no? No? So Nallamalai it extends up to that Tirupati, so Eastern Ghats belt, right? So especially that tree grows only in India in this region only, right? So if you keep in the mind, so you will easily eliminate. So that's what I'm saying. So whether you are knowing the right answer or not, but you should know whether which will come, which will not come, right? So next one is so we have done equatorial rainforest. So next we are moving to monsoon forest. So in monsoon forest is divided into three types. One is monsoon type, another one is natal type, another one is Gulf type. Natal and Gulf type. NATAL, natal. So I will show the diagram now.
Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ కేరాస్ ఫోకస్ ఐఏఎస్ అకాడమీ. గ్రూప్ 1 మరియు గ్రూప్ 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ ఐఏఎస్ ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ ఐఏఎస్ ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. కేరాస్ ఫోకస్ ఐఏఎస్ అకాడమీ.
So these are all the regions in the world. So in India, only this part is monsoon climate. So in Africa, this Madagascar and the eastern region, and in South America and in North America, this region, this Panama region, and this eastern Brazil region. So these are all monsoon type of regions of the world, right? So tomorrow, if possible, I will give this all the pictures. So I will make a printout. I will give the pictures so that if we keep it, it will be very very useful, because I don't think you will not buy the book soon. So in Guntur bookshops, stalls are available, or you have to get from books from any Amazon or any other means. Tropical monsoon type of climate. So it exists between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So in this region, 0 degree, 23 degree, 23 and off, 23 and off. Mostly, it will be covering these regions, tropical monsoon climate region, right? So this region is influenced by the movement of ITCZ. Yesterday we had seen, day before yesterday, ITCZ means intertropical convergence zones, because two trade wind convergence zone is called ITCZ. So it is a zone of tropical monsoon climatic region is a zone of ITCZ, and then the monsoon winds blow from, we have seen, so land mass to water body, water to land mass, high pressure to low pressure to high pressure. They are characterized by this tropical monsoon climate is characterized by the monsoon winds, right? Monsoon winds, and summer, winter, rainy are the prominent season for this tropical monsoon season. And if you see, they are confined within 5 to 30 degree latitude. So 5 to 30 degree latitude, and the summers and low pressure develops over the interior of the land mass in tropical monsoon climate. So low pressure develops, that already we had seen. So low pressure, when low pressure develops, high pressure will come and reach the low pressure, because due to the movement of the sun, so it will be oscillating to north pole and south pole, right? So during the summer, southwest monsoon will come. During the winter, northeast monsoon. It is called a reversal of winds. Winds and reversal of winds we will experience here. And if you see the temperature, so temperature, if you see temperature maximum, it will reach 45 degree centigrade. Temperature will be 45 degree centigrade, and the average temperature is 30 degree centigrade. So because these are all questions, while seeing the question, then you will be know, okay, how they are asking these types of question and all. That's why I'm taking you to make a note on it, right? And if you see the annual rainfall means in monsoon region, rainfall will be lesser when compared to equatorial region. So only for few months, for 5 or 6 months, we will get the rainfall, and then like between 150 centimeter to 200 centimeter. Sometimes it will reach more than 250 centimeter. Sometimes it will reach more, but average means 150 centimeter rainfall. So in India, so we will receive the maximum precipitation, maximum rainfall in monsoon, total monsoon region. Only in India we will receive the maximum rainfall. So that is in Kasi Hills. Yesterday we had seen in Mausindram, near about 1,000 centimeter. So that is very important. In Mausindram, how much centimeter rainfall we are receiving is 1,000 centimeter rainfall we used to receive. And also seasons also we have seen, summer season, winter season, rainy season, and all that you will write. And if you take forest vegetation, so tropical monsoon forest. So in this region you will find only tropical monsoon forest. This monsoon forest and all, during summer time it will shed their leaves, and during winter rainy season it will bloom the leaves, right? So important, here we can find two types of forest. One is moist deciduous forest. Moist means humidity will be higher, and another one is dry deciduous forest. So dry deciduous forest and moist deciduous forest. And also in this region we will see savanna type of grasslands. So savanna type of grasslands also seen in monsoon regions. So this is the region of high density of population. So high density of population. So only in tropical region we will find the population will be more, the density will be more. So between in these region, in world only in these region, population will be more. Even if you go the higher latitudes, higher and higher, the population will get, population is very very less. That's what why here in this region the population is more. Can anyone tell me why in tropical regions the population is very more? The only reason is sunlight, because these region will receive abundant of sunlight. Because these sunlight, because of sunlight, all the species will be thriving. Because if you go upper and upper, cooler in cooler and coldest region, so even it's a very difficult a species to thrive, because of cold, right? That's why even in our older Mahabharata and all, so they have mentioned like that Karna's mother, her name is that in Mahabharata, Karnan's mother, Kundi Devi, right? So she goes to river, right? In river, she used to pray by seeing the sun. Immediately, Karnan has formed, right? So actually, in those days itself, by keeping that climate, they have mentioned it, right? Because this tropical climate are very good for so thriving the populations, right? So that's why, because in not only Mahabharata, in most of the literature, if you see in Indian literature, they will be praised, always they used to praise the sun. Because Indians, any festival we used to celebrate by keeping the movement of the sun only, right? But if you take Muslims, they used to keep moon, they used to see moon, because in Saudi Arabia or in hotter deserts, the only thing they will see, used to see is moon, right? Keeping that moon only, they will keep their festivals on anything, right? So that on that day I told you only climate decides everything, even our dress. Why that Muslims and all wearing farda? Can anyone know? You might be seeing Muslims, they will be wearing that black color fardas. In, so why they are wearing that fardas? Do you have any Muslim friends? Have you spoken to them or seen them? It is of climate. If you see in the desert region, so hot wind will be blowing, because in desert you will find very fine sand, because in hot region there is no water, right? Water scarcity. So here means, in our region means daily two times we can take bath, right? In that region, even to get to drink water, it is very difficult to get water. It is very difficult. So what they will do? They will cover their full body and they go outside, because that full of dust storms, that small minute particles of sand will be blowing, right? So it will accumulate in the dress. While coming to home, they will remove the dress and they will do like this and they will come, so all the mud will fall down. For that purpose only they are using the farda. That's why if you see in Saudi Arabia, both males and females, they will be wearing that fardas. Males will be, yeah, in white color. If you see Dubai Sheikh, right, Dubai Sheikh will be covering fully. So that dress, it has become traditional for them. They're cultural, right? So that is the purpose, because they are wearing farda. But later they changed it as an religions. So in India, no storm is blowing, no wind is blowing, right? Still they are wearing that farda to show that they are from a particular religion. So each and every religion, they used to show them that we are from this religion. If you see Christians means they will put that cross, Jesus cross. Muslim means they will put that gulla, they used to say, white, that skull cap, they used to say. Skull cap. Women means farda. So Hindu women means what? How they will display that we are Hindus. They used to keep that bindi, right? And boys, how they will display. Boys, how they will display that you are an Hindu, because it is difficult to find boys and all. Only girls. So because only in India we used to get that uh, kumkum, right, saffron, in Jammu Kashmir, because we our culture has been developed because of where we are, like a tropical rainforest, deciduous forest. By seeing the forest regions, so we are gone, so we are getting this saffron and all, so we are keeping that bindi, right? If you go to Saudi Arabia, means there you cannot find no women is keeping that bindi, right? In Saudi Arabia, we've seen any women, or in polar region, or in America, because they don't have the trees. Because only we had the trees, saffron trees. So our older kings and all, even kings, they used to keep the bigger one, right? So because they made it as a religious purpose. So these are all the features of tropical climate. And next one is economy of the tropical region. So here the population is very high, and here also they used to practice shifting cultivation. In shifting cultivation means mostly they used to practice in northeastern parts of India, in mountains, right? So they used to call it as a zoom cultivation. Shifting cultivation, they used to call it as zoom cultivation. In Andhra Pradesh, they used to call podu, podu, podu. And in Andhra Pradesh, that shifting cultivation, the name of shifting cultivation in Andhra Pradesh called Podu. And here, here the important trees in tropical monsoon region, the important trees are, first one is teak, teak, sandalwood, sal. Teak, teak, sandalwood, sal are important trees, and eucalyptus. So there are a lot of trees are there, but these are all very important trees which they used to ask in the exams, right? So if you see sandalwood, sandalwood tree will be grow. Will it possible to grow in Kerala? Kerala having very thick forest. Do we find sandalwoods in Kerala? Do we find teak woods in Kerala? Kerala, have you heard about? But without studying the subject, we can say forest means what we will remember. Definitely teak wood will be there, right? But when we are studying the subject, we are coming to know, so in which forest, which trees will be available. Because in vegetation, trees, Indian context, they are asking one question. In world context, they are asking one question, right? If they give any place, I showed you in the map. So monsoon region means, so this side. So in any continent, in the eastern side, they used to give western side three countries, right? And the eastern side one countries. So they used to tell you to find out. So in which among the which countries monsoon climatic region is there, like that they will ask, right? Shall I give four options? Let's see whether you are able to answer or not. Four countries I will give. So one is USA, one is USA, second one is Libya, USA, Libya, and the third one is uh, Japan, Libya, Japan, and fourth one is Thailand. Fourth one is Thailand. So, which country is monsoonal country? Monsoonal climatic country. Which country is the monsoonal climatic country? So, first one is USA. Second one is Libya. Third one is Japan. Fourth one is Thailand. Among the given option, which country experiences tropical monsoon climate? So, can anyone answer? Only this way only they will ask. That's why I'm telling that kindly purchase maps atlas soon, so that we have to daily, whenever we get bored, we used to see the atlas in home also. If father or mother scolds us, so we cannot show anger over there. So that we will take atlas. Okay, this is this ideas. So we will see the countries, we will see the rivers, we will see the mountains, right? So in this way only we have to uh, convert our anger. So which country? Hmm? Thailand. So yeah, yeah, no, Japan. So Thailand or Japan. So Japan, if you see Japan, see, Thailand is here. Somewhat Thailand is here, right? So USA is here. Japan is, it is above here. Japan is totally in temperate region, right? It is above 30-degree latitude. In latitude, Japan is above 30-degree latitude. If you see USA is above 30-degree latitude, right? So two options are gone. So USA we are striking Japan, and if you are seeing Libya, so Libya is in Africa. Here it is in Sahara Desert. So it is in the hot zone. So it will not come. So in this, why I'm telling you is the way of thinking, right? So immediately, if they ask for countries, means immediately we have to see Japan is here. That's why I used to tell you keep that latitude, latitudinal wise you have to keep in mind which latitude runs on which country. So particularly this topic of Cancer, Capricorn, and this equator. If you know that, then you will be easily identify the areas, right? So Thailand is the country which experiences monsoon time. So next one is desert Sudan. Sudan type of climate. Next one is Sudan type of climate. Actually, if you see that Sudan type of climate, so I will show in the map. So these region. So throughout the world, so in this part, and this part in Australia. So in this region we receive that Sudan type of climate, right? Sudan or Savannah, anything. So normally, if you see, they used to ask questions like this. Yesterday also I asked, elephants lives in which forest? Elephants in which forest? Tiger, lion will be in which forest? Because you are seeing regularly elephants and tigers, right? So elephants lives in which forest and tiger lives in which forest? Biologically, let's see whether you are answering or not. In tropical evergreen forest, uh, or tropical deciduous forest, or thorn forest, or hilly region, right? So, in which forest elephants lives generally? What? Deciduous forest. So, in deciduous forest, elephant will not live in deciduous forest. Elephants will live in evergreen forest only, mostly evergreen forest. Why elephant lives in evergreen forest means elephant is a big animal, right? It required more food. In deciduous forest, will it get more food? Only in a particular period. In monsoon period, the deciduous forest will be greener. So that's why that elephant corridor will be there. Elephant will be moving from one part to one forest to other forest. One period it will be in deciduous forest, in other period it will be in the tropical rainforest. But generally, elephant means it will be in the tropical rainforest only. Because in tropical rainforest, only it can get food. Because every time it is greenery, right? So in deciduous forest, more than 6 or 7 months, totally all it will shed the leaves. See, these are all commonsensical question, right? If you think little higher level, you can answer these types of questions. So UPSC is expecting these types of questions only, right? Whether you are able to take the answer. So now Sudan type of climate we have seen. So this area Sudan type of climate is a transition between equatorial forest and hot desert. It's a transition between equatorial forest and hot desert. So largely these forests confined much in Africa, like Kenya, Nigeria, Gambia. In these three countries, in Australia, and also in Brazil highlands in South America, and a little part in India and India. And the savanna part is a distinct part which receives total of dryness. So dry seasons. The climate has distinct dry season which occurs in winter. So winter will be very drier in this region, and rainfall is confined towards summer season. So winter will be drier and summer will be rainfall. So it will receive summer rainfall. If you see equatorial region receives rainfall in which month? Equatorial region receives rainfall in which month? In which month equatorial region receives rainfall? So these are all the questions. Summer, back. Just now we had seen equator region. So there will be a question. Equator region receives rainfall in which season or which month? You madam, summer. Okay. Back, summer season. Because we had seen equator is the zone 365 days. The only place which receives rainfall throughout the year is equator region. 365 days it will receive the rain. So there is no summer or winter for equator region, right? So that's why I'm asking whether you are able to answer. So monsoon region, because region, in which month it will receive in rainfall, in summer or winters? Monsoon region, summers, summer region, summer season, monsoon. You madam, summer season. Monsoon is summer season. We had seen northwest monsoon and southeast monsoon. Mostly we will receive rainfall in summer season only, right? So the same way, Sudan also receives rainfall in summer season. In winter season, totally dry winters. So the distribution of rainfall, and if you see the temperature. So if you see the temperature, the monthly temperature 20 to 32 degrees Celsius centigrade. And the average temperature is 18 degree. So you just write it. The average temperature of Sudan is 18 degree, and the monthly mean temperature is 20 to 32 degrees. And here frost is very common in this region. Frost. And in this region rainfall is less than 150 centimeters, or of just write it for rainfall means or of 150 centimeters savanna region, just 5 points is more than enough. In northern hemisphere, savanna region receives rainfall in May to September. In northern hemisphere, savanna region receives rainfall in May to September. In northern hemisphere, it will receive rainfall in October, October to March, right? So October to March in southern hemisphere, March to May to September in northern hemisphere. Why here October? Why here September till September? Because of movement of the sun, because it is receiving summer rainfall. So when sun comes northern hemisphere, so it will receive rain. This region will receive rain. It will comes in the tropic of Cancer, then in the month of October to March, southern hemisphere will receive the rain, right? And next one is, so local dry wind, harmattan. Yesterday we have seen the harmattan. So local dry wind. So this region experiences the local dry wind. So this region experiences, we have seen local winds. What are all the local winds we would be experienced in this region? Monsoon region. Yesterday I have said local winds of India. Mango showers, northwestern part, Lu, northwestern part Lu, and then northeastern part, nor'wester, nor'wester or Kalbaishaki. So if they are asking means in world climate, so whether this monsoon climate receives, right, local winds or not, means so it is also experiencing the local winds, right? And in Sudan, the local wind called harmattan. It is called a doctor. It is called a doctor. It's a dusty wind. So the wind will be blowing from Sahara Desert. So when the rain comes, so all the dust will blow in a red color. So it is called doctor. And vegetation. So this region, deciduous forest, right? This region, equatorial rainforest, evergreen forest, deciduous forest. This region is full of grasses, grass region, grasslands. That's why we called it a bushveld region, because trees and all you will find only scanty here. So not thick forest will be there. So here one tree will be there, there one tree will be there, and you will find grasses like big grasses. It will be bigger, like 6 feet grasses, 5 feet grasses. That's why tiger and lion and all resides in. That's another question. Tiger and lion lives in which forest? Tropical evergreen forest or a deciduous forest, or a region, savanna region. Mostly it will live in savanna region only, because tiger and lion, cheetah, it requires not a thick forest, but the bush. So it will hide only in the bush. It will for the prey, right? And next one is, so that's why if you see in these forests and all, you can find giraffes. So giraffe means, especially you can find giraffe in which forest is Sudan or a savanna forest. zebra, giraffe. And in this region, mostly their economy is depends on the pasteurization of animals. Pasteurization of animals. A tribe called Maasai, the important tribe, Maasai, found in Kenya. It's a primitive tribe. And Hausa tribe, Maasai tribe, Hausa, 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 Maasai, Maasai. So these two tribes are very important tribes in Savannah or Sudan type of climate. So next climatic region is hot desert. So next is hot desert. Yeah. So next is hot desert.
Contact 885106. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Focus on your future. IAS, IPS, Group 1, Group 2 సాధించడమే మీ లక్ష్యమా? అయితే మీకు సరైన అకాడమీ Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Group 1 మరియు Group 2 కొత్త బ్యాచ్ ఏప్రిల్ 1 నుండి ప్రారంభం. ఇంటర్ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్, డిగ్రీ ప్లస్ IAS ఫౌండేషన్ అడ్మిషన్లు జరుగుతున్నవి. Krao's Focus IAS Academy. Contact 885106 0948 9398